I used to think that investing was hard, boring, or complicated, but I found the perfect stock investing course that showed me how to invest as a complete newbie. Now I can build wealth in the stock market and do all the things that I enjoy at the same time. Check out the Lazy Investor Stock course and get started on your wealth building journey today.
When do you decide that the story around a stock no longer makes sense? And the reason why you want to ask yourself that question is because what you don't want to do is find yourself in a situation to where the narrative around a particular ticker has changed, or maybe it's not what you expected it to be, and you're still in the ticker waiting for things to go the way you thought they were going to go. And what you could do is you can find yourself dead money inside a stock. And what I mean is that when a stock is trading well under where you bought it at, and it's not going to ever get back to that level, or it's trading just flat in a straight line for a specific period of time, so you're not getting any increase in the stock, you're what we call dead money. And what I mean is that the money's dead because it's just stuck in this particular vehicle, but really you're banking it, but you're not even getting paid a rate to bank it in this particular stock. We're going to look at NVO, and they're a pharmaceutical company based out of Denmark. They sell diabetes and weight loss pharmaceuticals. And I was very, very bullish on them 2022, going into 2023, also going into 2024. And then they started to sell off at a certain price level. They started to have issues with drugs being approved. They started to have issues with capacity around manufacturing. And they never were able to really solve a lot of these problems. And as a result, their share price has just continued to fall over time. So we see kind of mid to late 2024, we started to see a lot of selling around their share price. There's not a lot of institutional buying on this ticker. It's more, I would call it retail. And we started seeing a lot of selling. And then as a result, we've never really seen this ticker recover. And what I want to tell you is that when you see a narrative around a ticker change, you may have to change your perspective of the ticker. And this is really, really important, because what you don't want to do is get stuck in something. It's not going the way you want it to go, and then you can't figure a way out of it. And so when you're trading a ticker, you're coming in with a particular analysis, you're coming in with a particular narrative, and the narrative changes, you may have to change your position. Could it mean that you lose some money? Yes. But it may be better to get out and wait for kind of things to shake out than to stay in it and it never recovers. Because if I would have stayed in this ticker, it was never going to recover. Now, what a lot of people are going to do now is they're going to try to buy it at the bottom, but we don't know where the bottom's at. They are now changing CEOs. That's going to give people a little bit of optimism. However, we really don't know where the bottom's at on this ticker. We really don't know where things are going until things maybe shake out a little bit more. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to observe NVO. I'm not sure at all where they're going. The new CEO, of course, is going to come in with a plan, but then that plan has to be executed. Things got to work their way out, yada, yada, yada. That's going to take time. So this ticker may trade sideways for the next year until things kind of shake out. So again, have a narrative on the ticker, but be flexible and be willing to accept that, you know what, maybe I got this wrong. I got NVO wrong. I thought that they would be performing a lot better than what they currently are. I thought that maybe they could adjust to certain changes. They have not been able to kind of accept, hey, you know what, maybe I got this wrong. And it may be time for me to take my capital out of this particular market and maybe put on the sideline or move it somewhere else instead of just waiting it out and continuing to watch my capital erode. And this would be the same whether you were in equities or in options. It would be the same scenario. We're seeing a loss of share price value over an extended period of time. And we're also seeing the board now just doing something to kind of change the narrative. So let me know how you feel about it in the comments. Hope you got some value from it. David W. Williams, also as a retail trader. Talk to you later.